The best SFX power supply just got better. Corsair just released the new lineup for their Platinum SF power supply, and right here we have the SF1000. Even though the original SF750 is plentiful for even the most powerful small form factor build, the hardware is getting a bit more power hungry. That's why Corsair ditched their SF450 and SF600 to replace them with SF850 and SF1000. This would be a good news for people who want to spend money, as you can have the options to get the best SFX PSU, and for people who want to save money, you should have a look at the used market for the last generation SF750, as I have seen the price was around $120. Putting it next to my ATX power supply, you can see how tiny it is, and it even has more wattage. Let's have a look at the power supply side. It seems like to fit small cables, Corsair now use smaller plugs than every power supplies, so this size is not standard. With small plugs, the cable's diameter is also tinier than the previous generations. There is one 600 watt 12 volt high power cable for new generation graphic cards. For cards that are still using classic PCIe power, the included cables are single SIG+2 and no pigtail, which makes them look great. These cables are old sleeved and have the same stiffness as the old gen. The previous and the current SF power supply have different types, so the cables are not interchangeable. Doing so will damage the components. I just want to do a quick test, so I plugged it into my system, which has an i9-12900K and an RTX 3090. As you can see that the cables are short. So if you plan to use this in a full-size PC, you may need to buy some extension cables. You can buy extension for 24-pin, ESP, and PCIe power cables for cheap, but if the 12-volt high power cable or SATA cables are too short, you may need to get custom cables, and you should think about it before buying this power supply, as they may cost more money. I played RTX Witcher 3 to have some gaming load. Even with the small PSU fan running, it was very quiet. I boosted the audio a bit so that you can hear the game sound from my headphone. I tried putting the camera right next to the power supply, but the sounds you can hear were mostly coming from the nocturnal fans on the cooler and the graphic card. I also checked my UPS, and the wattage the system pulled was around 500 watts to 600 watts total. It was just more than half, so the PSU fan did not need to run so hard. Honestly, not much to talk about this PSU besides it is the best SFX unit you can get. So if you are interested, I have the link in the description. It's a short video, but thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.